Minecraft released 3 brand new add-ons inspired by the Pale Garden. This is in collaboration with Minecraft's most recent drop, which of course is the Garden Awakens. We've already checked out 2 of these add-ons, being the Ghost Pets and Phantom Frames, which was completely free, by the way. Today in this video, we're going to be checking out the Majestic Camping add-on by Captain Sparkles. This add-on will cost you 660 Minecraft coins. That's £3.29. This add-on is $4. The community likes this, giving it a 4.5 star out of 5. With 88 ratings so far, 80% have been a 5-star. Just like the other 2 add-ons that we checked out, it looks like it's best to explore this type of add-on during nighttime. It looks like it's also about the exploration because, of course, we have tents, campfires, and little creatures. The file size of this add-on is 4 megabytes. So let me teach you everything you need to know. I feel like all 3 of the Pale Garden inspired add-ons would actually work very well together. Now, once you do have this installed, you're going to be given a guidebook. This just says, "Welcome to Majestic Camping. Get ready for your ultimate camping adventure by reading the guide. Explore the wild, roast marshmallows, and sleep under the stars." So obviously we do have sleeping, food, gear, creatures, and of course recipes. I'm not going to read you a giant text wall. We're just going to go through all of the sleeping possibilities because there is in fact 3 separate tents and a hammock. Now, it all begins with what I would call a basic tent. This is made using a bed, 3 sticks, and any type of wool. And this is kind of going to be very similar throughout all of this add-on. Basically, you can pick and choose whatever color you want. So I'm a big fan, I'm a big fan of red. So let's say I wanted to have a red tent. We're going to grab 3 of these, 1 of these, and 3 sticks. Go to craftable, and you can see we're able to make ourselves a pole tent. If you open up this and typed in tent, for example, you can see we have a lot of different options. This comes in all colors: red, blue, green, yellow, pink, etc. But watch this. This is one of the coolest looking animations that I have seen in any type of add-on. So I really like the way you build your custom tents. Now, you're able to tap on this, and in doing so, it is gonna, obviously, if it was nighttime, it will make it day. So if we were to do /time set and we did this to midnight, because trying to sleep in a custom bed in Minecraft, that's from the portal frames, like I said, they will all work very well together. If you try and sleep in this, you will know it doesn't actually let you sleep. That is because if you were to get in the bed, it looks like you're sitting down. So what they've done is gone for an alternative method, which I do really appreciate. And obviously when you do tap on this, you're going to see, not on this one. Yeah, there you go. As if you've been snoring. And if you want to remove this, go ahead and crouch and tap on it. And you could take this on your merry way and place it somewhere else. In order to make the next style tent, you still need to make a pole tent because this is included in this recipe. It also includes a chest. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing this wrong, but it doesn't actually provide any form of inventory. So I feel like the chest was just not needed. This would have been so much better than this if this actually provided like an inventory where you could store your items. So if we tap on craftable, we're able to make ourselves a green tent this time. This one is slightly bigger than the pole tent, but once again has an incredible building animation. Like, look at the size of this. This is huge. Also, I noticed it places like barrier blocks in the world, and you're actually able to pick these up. So that kind of seems like a slight bug in this. Yeah, they're not meant to be visible for the public. But regardless, if you go inside of here, there's no chest or anything. I tried to like right click and tap on a chest. It literally makes you sleep, and obviously it's going to skip the day and night cycle there. I just think that was a very big missed opportunity, but they look really cool. Like I said, they did a really good job with the animations. And obviously if you go ahead and crouch and tap on this, you're able to pick it up once again. And same applies for the final tent. Has a chest but doesn't have an inventory, and in order to make this, you have to make this. So it's kind of like a stepping stone. However, the stepping stone doesn't actually give you anything extra. So this one is even bigger than the previous one. Once again, these all come in each color. Each one can be red, green, yellow, blue, pink, you name it. So open up this, tap on craftable, and you're able to make the large tent. Place this down on the grounds, and for the third and final time, has once again an incredible animation that I really, really appreciated. You just go ahead and tap, and of course, it's going to set your spawn. And obviously, if it's nighttime, it's going to skip to daytime. This is like drawers, but I'm not able to do anything with them. So again, I don't know if it's meant to have like an inventory and I just haven't figured it out after reading all the information, or they just completely forgot, or they never intended to. If you crouch and tap once again, you can move this. Now, maybe you're more like me and prefer the nomadic experience. You're able to make yourself a hammock. In order to find the recipe for this, open up a crafting table, literally just type in ham, tap on all, and you can see the recipes. They're all the same. It just requires a different type of wool. 2 string, 2 sticks, a bed, and a piece of wool. We're going to make this. And just like before, does have a really cool animation and custom design. Relatively big, providing the poles and the hammock itself. Super impressed by that. But unfortunately, on this one, you don't get in it. It does make it nighttime, though. Nighttime, then daytime? Oh, this one that works a little bit different than the other ones, because they would make it just daytime rather than nighttime. Yeah, to me, this is definitely the best one available. The add-on comes with 3 custom campfires. We have a regular stone one, a decorated one, and then I think this is called the standard one, which literally does stand. So the first one, you are going to need cobblestone and a campfire. So the recipes aren't super cheap and will take a little bit of time to get some resources in a brand new world, but I'm going to place them all down here. On occasions, they can set players on fire, but they don't typically set you on fire, and they don't work the same way as a regular campfire. If you were looking for more of a decorated one, you are going to need cobblestone, campfire, and blue dye. This is going to make the painted stone campfire. And then the last one is going to require cobblestone. You are going to need iron bars and a campfire. And let's get this place down. So what is the point of these? What is the point of these if they don't work the same as the campfire, if I can't place food in them? Because you can't place chicken, beef, or mutton, or anything like that. That is because you're going to need the custom food recipes within this add-on. I've been trying to set myself on fire. They do. There is, like, the random chance of them doing that. And if you want to pick these up, by the way, crouch and tap. It seems to be the same for everything within this type of add-on. I just thought each one needed a little bit more to them. I don't think there was enough, but I like the ignition there. I don't know what that noise was, but that was scary. Anyway, there are, of course, marshmallows. We have ourselves marshmallow on a stick, but we need to make sugar cubes. Sugar cubes are made with, well, sugar and honey. Inside of the crafting table, you're able to make 16 of these. Then all you got to do is grab yourself some sticks, and it's really simple. They go there, this goes in the middle, and you've got these. The animations of these are quite cool, right? So this is going to be your marshmallow on a stick. Head over to a campfire, kind of stand in it, and eventually your marshmallow will become cooked. It can be consumed by the players then. I think it takes longer in this one. Yeah. So this has now provided us the undercooked version. I think there's like 3 different versions here. Like burn is another option we have as well. Give it like 5 to 10 seconds. Come on. There we go. So this one is going to be the well done. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I haven't had this happen yet. And it did say in the description that we could experience this. The Aurora. It looks beautiful, to be fair. Unexpected. I reckon turning off your regular clouds would probably be a much better atmosphere, to be honest. But let's go ahead and do this one more time. This is going to burn it. And if you do eat the burned one, they can cause harm to you. Obviously, you want to make sure you eat the right one, which is going to be not this one. So if we consume this, it didn't happen on that occasion, but it can actually injure you. Let's grab ourselves all versions. So this is the well done. This is the undercooked. This one is the burnt. None of them have done damage to me, so I got very, very lucky there. I want to see if any of these kind of do it faster. I don't think they do, though. I think it's just pure and simply cosmetic and decoration. I'm standing in this because I don't know how far I have to stand back, but this one does pretty much the exact same. So, yeah, very similar to the tents. There is no sense of using the upgraded ones because they don't seem to offer you anything more. No campfire is complete without s'mores. But before we make the s'mores, we have a couple more things we need to make. So if you grab yourself cocoa beans, put these inside of here, they are going to make a new type of item. And that is going to be chocolate. There's also going to be crackers, which is made using wheat. Put them inside of there, and you have yourself crackers, which can be consumed by the player. Same for the chocolate. You can consume these, and you end up with a sugar rush, of course. But the main reason is to combine both of them with a marshmallow in a crafting table to get yourself a s'more. This is going to be the undercooked version. Now, this one will heal you. There is a couple of different versions, including a giant one, by the way, which if you just tap on it, you can see there. So you can't place down the other ones. You can only place down those, the giant ones. There's a well-done one. That one gives you speed as well. And then there's this. If you go inside of the crafting table, you can see the different recipes here. Unfortunately, the giant... Oh, there it is. Okay, the giant one is there as well. You're just going to need the s'more done well in order to get the giant one. But if you just type in s'more, these are the ones you have. They do not work with the campfire. Now, what you are currently hearing is, in fact, the mobs. If we set this to nighttime, you will see different mobs spawning. This one here is a fairy, which can provide fairy dust. So what we're going to do is just grab this first because they can actually be tamed. If you are impatient, there you go, it dropped the dust. If you're impatient and it doesn't drop the dust, you are able to kill it to get some more, which is really, really brutal. I think they're amazing. I think they're amazing. They can be tamed using seeds. You can make them stay and they're going to have a snooze. You're going to need these a little bit later on. There's also an owl. An owl which can be tamed as well, which I believe will drop cocoa beans as well. This is just so you don't have to go to a jungle every single time. Really small. It'd be nice if the owl could sit on your shoulder, though, right? I feel like it would be. And then the last one we have is going to be a mushroom, which is very similar to their other add-on. And then if we give it seeds, we can make it stay. It was playing the piano before. They have really cool animations. So this one over here has a dynamic light. And basically, wherever you go, it goes. And it's going to light up your path for you. Okay, it's playing the piano or falling asleep on the piano. And this one's still having a good old snooze. They do come in a whole bunch of different colors. I personally think this was one of my favorite items in today's add-on. This is going to be a different type of beacon. You are going to need the fairy dust and a lantern. Inside of the crafting table, you're able to make a safety beacon. And yes, this is exactly what you expect it to be. And also is a dynamic light. If I place this down, I'm going to get two mobs here. One is going to be a husk. Let's do / difficulty normal. Place down a husk. I'm immune. I'm immune from a husk. It can't get in here, but can the skeleton? That's my question. No, they can't. Ah, phantoms can, though. What about a ravager? Can a ravager? Kinda? Yes. So some mobs can get in here a little bit easier than others, and it looks like the skeleton on occasions can still hit me. It's meant to provide a barrier, though. Some things can still get you. You're gonna have to make yourself a battery before you can make yourself a flashlight. In order to make a battery, 2 iron, redstone dust, and 2 separate dyes, which are going to be green and yellow. Open up the crafting table, and you can craft a battery. On its own, it doesn't typically do anything at all, but you can activate this, which I'm not sure what I've just done, by the way. And then in order to make yourself the lights, the flashlights, you grab this and then you tap on it, and it's also going to be a dynamic light. I like this, though, because you can turn it off and on in real time. Doesn't have any crazy sounds and really simple to use. I couldn't quite wrap my head around this. This is a ghost detector. And basically, it's meant to flash and basically tell you if there's a ghost nearby. But I couldn't really figure it out. I don't understand what it's meant to do. I think this might be more for lore than anything else. Or maybe it's used to find these? I'm not entirely sure. The description behind this it's not amazing. So I'll go down here. For this, it says combine iron ingots and redstone dust at a crafting table, but it just, I don't know, I just feel like it didn't explain it very well. In fact, I actually don't even think it's, oh yeah, here we go. Need protection. The ghost detector will beep if something spooky is lurking nearby. So if I was to go to / difficulty normal, is this meant to, like, tell me if there's mobs nearby or something? Ah, okay. This could be useful if you're inside of a cave, I guess. You can make a jar, because you can get a jar of fireflies. The jar recipe seems to be quite cheap. I thought there would have been a glass here and glass there, but regardless, this is the recipe they chose. Now, this can capture things. You might see fireflies spawning on occasion. It doesn't actually outline what biome they are spawning in. I thought this would have been the perfect one with it being cherry. However, there is a command that I can run. So this is basically what you're looking for. You can actually see a giant circle on the floor with these. Go over there, tap on it, and you're able to grab yourself a jar of fireflies, which to crouch to pick it up again. And again, it's like a dynamic light kind of thing on the floor. I feel like the fireflies inside of there should have been a little bit bigger. And then the final feature we have is meant to basically be used for traps, but it bugged out for me. Grab any type of leaves, open up a crafting table, and you can make hidden piles. However, this creates like barrier blocks. And it kind of bugged out a little bit for me when I was testing this. There wasn't any guidance on how to use it. It just started deleting my blocks. I think it's meant to be for traps, so like specific mobs like zombies or something might actually walk on top of these, and then they're gonna end up going in here. But it just, I don't know, it ends up providing or creating barrier blocks, and it just wasn't a great experience from my testing. I'm sure there's a better reason or a better way to use these, but for me, it just didn't work great. So my overall opinions on this add-on is it's actually not that bad. But I feel like they definitely overlook some important factors here. And that's mainly to do with the campfires not having their own respective uses. Same for the tents. Why would I want to waste my materials on making this when there's no difference from this kind of thing? And if there is, the guide in the book didn't actually explain what the differences are. So yeah, I still think there's a little bit more improvement to be done. But overall, if you wanted to add this to like a nomadic experience or combine all three of the Pale Garden inspired add-ons together, then yeah, I definitely would not say no. They did a good job, not a great job, and if you're interested, it's not a bad add-on.